All right, everyone, here we go with the Friday reading. This is a typical Friday reading. I got viewers who just come to my channel for the Friday read and the weekly read. I like that. Well, welcome special viewers. Huh? How about that? This is the Friday reading. It's one card for each sign. I do not clarify, and we do it every Friday. It's an exploded all signs reading all over the table. It's a very powerful reading. This, along with the weekly reading, which I do tomorrow on Saturday, where I do clarify, same thing, but I clarify. Now, they're not exactly the same thing, okay? This reading, I ask the universe, what's your person thinking and feeling? In the weekly reading, tomorrow's weekly reading will be the week of the 17th through the 22nd. I ask, what actions are they going to take towards you? We talk about actions in that reading. We get a little action here in this reading when I ask what they're thinking and feeling about you. But that being said, you're all part of a cycle. The signs don't really matter here. You're all stuck in a room together when you're part of a cycle. So for each of you, probably about 9, it doesn't matter what's in your chart, probably about 9 out of the 12 will have something I say that resonates with you. Write it down if there's something, or remember it, and add it all up at the end. I'll have the universe add it up at the end too. All right, let's go. Let's do this. I love these readings. All right, it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot, you found it for a reason. Okay? This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. I don't always do a pre-shuffle for the Friday reading, but I did one today. Because we've had quite a week, quite a past couple of weeks of readings, right? What have we learned? We've learned primarily that your person is, well, coming towards you. That's very clear in the energy. But coming towards you under the energy of either 3 swords or 7 cups. Mostly 3 swords. But that results in sort of 7 cups of, confusion, sort of a thing. Trying to maybe hide something, coming in a little smaller than maybe they actually feel. Yeah, that's pretty typical. That's no big deal. Here, let's take a look at the pre-shuffle. I got the 9. What's your person thinking and feeling about you right now? I got the 9 of Cups. Yeah, they manifested this, okay? Somebody here is getting another crack at something they manifested. They know. They know that you're the real deal. We've talked about it in recent readings. This is crossed by the 3 of Wands. My surfer girl, she never surfed those waters before. Very soon, somebody is showing up. They're already in the air. Why is my nose running like a DM this morning? It wasn't running earlier. All right, what's going on? Behind that is the 6 of Swords. Again, an energy of coming in. I can feel the energy coming towards. It is. Your person is slower than the energy. I've said that in recent readings. And there's that 7 of Cups. All right? There's that 7 of Cups. It's like someone pacing around outside your door, pretending that they're just there to look at a bush that you've got next to the side there. If you were to catch them, they'd say something along the lines of, I'm just really interested in this juniper bush you've got here. This is very interesting. And that's not why they're there at all. It isn't. Nobody lingers around you because you're not their wish fulfilled, okay? She wants to surf those waters. There's no doubt about it. And right there is Temperance. This is the energy of what's going on right now, especially with that Capricorn full moon. It's placid, right? It's angel energy. It's balanced. It's nice. And check this out. Crossing the Temperance card is the moon. It's all those... It's just, there's so much here stirring underneath the surface. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't have words to describe the energy around this. I'm hoping it shows up on the table because energizing this moon is a tower. And the tower is bookending the 9 of Cups. Somebody here's got ants in their pants to come towards you for sure. She definitely wants to surf. It's getting late. She's already had to light the tiki torches. It's time to go in here. It's time to go in the water. And the energy is coming towards you. I like that tower there. That's really cool. Didn't we have a reading yesterday, a random reading that ended with 2 towers? Yeah. All right. Let's give the deck a shuffle here. And let's do it. Let's do our Friday reading. What's the runner universe, the incoming energy thinking and feeling about the static energy here? What do we got? Let's go. Give me a Friday reading, 1 card for each sign. All right, are we ready? I'm ready. Let's do this. Let's see where we go. I can't wait for this week's weekly reading tomorrow. I always say that, but it's true. Because in this week, there's going to be a Venus. Venus joins Mercury in Cancer. Oh my God. That's going to be unreal because Cancer's this whole cycle is Cancerian themed. It's very important. Venus will drive communication. It'll kind of force it. I think we'll see that in the weekly reading. And also it's the beginning of Leo season, which is fueled primarily, a lot of people think it's fueled by the sun, but primarily it's fueled by Lionsgate, which is August 8th. So your monthly readings for August are going to be incredible because it includes what'll be a very important reading, which is Jupiter retrograde. That's happening toward the end of the month. I'll get to that later. I need to get a little closer to that, of course. All right, I got my shuffle. That's it. We're ready to go. The overall energy of everything that falls on the table is that Seven of Cups. I mentioned it at the beginning. I had to wipe my nose, I'm sorry. I mentioned that at the beginning, again. I mentioned that at the beginning of the reading. I said they're coming in under the energy of Three Swords or Seven Cups. It feels like a Seven Cups meet crossing a Three Swords kind of energy, right? And we talked to death about what that means, so I'm not going to go into it here. But that's very telling that this is here, that this came back. So, are we ready? Our reading's on the flip. Let's do it. Let's go. No clarifiers here, but I'm just going to give you my, snap read on it as best I can. A lot of energy here. Ready? Position 1. Our story begins with Aries and ends with Pisces. Everything here that falls is important, right? This ain't your horoscope. This is energy reading. Different. I'm reading the energy of the astrology, of course, but anyway, I've talked that to death. Let's go. Why? What is this card? Six of Swords. What's going on here? Aries, I did a reading for you recently. Pay attention to it. Somebody is coming towards you, right? They're slowing themselves down a little bit, but she could be paddling. But our story begins with incoming energy. There is resistance, and that came up in yesterday's reading, of course, the random reading, right, where I pulled on the post-moon energy, kind of a compelled reading. But yeah, it's incoming. I'm right. I'm reading that energy correct. Pay attention to the energy update I did for you recently, and pay attention to tomorrow's weekly reading for sure. You all should, but Aries, that's massive. Now, that sets the tone for our whole thing here. It's just an exploded all signs reading on the table. Our tone is set with incoming energy. Yep, Steve is right, incoming energy. Okay, somebody wants to make things right. I don't feel they have any fear anymore. I don't feel they're afraid of Aries as much as they were before, right? Taurus, Three of Wands. Cards from the pre-shuffle are coming back in set positions here. It's just going to be a couple of them. I believe that's the case. I think it's just going to be the first few. But I've got Three of Wands here. Somebody here, again, is minor arcana. Somebody wants to talk to you. I always tell you that your person ran from you, did something else, thought the grass was greener on the other side. A lot of you Taurians were with your person, and they left you for something they thought was going to be better. I always call it kind of a midlife crisis in your readings. So that's over. But somebody here still standing on the shore, still trying to find a way, because in order to come back to you, they got to put their ego down. That's very clear in the energy. And, they're still trying to look for ways to get around it in some way. I don't mean not come towards you. I just mean get around having to put their ego down a lot. And I hope they get past that. I hope she gets in the water there and starts swimming. It gets a little more. They need to get a little more in their feels. Gemini, there's that Nine of Cups. You're somebody's wish fulfilled. Again, I say this about you a lot. Somebody's thinking about the things that they wish they could do. The things they wish they could have. Lots of wishing here. They're taking steps, strangely enough, to make that happen. Very slowly, because I see all these cards matter. It's just an exploded all signs reading on the table. I could just as easily just call this all signs, what's going on right now. I wish I could clarify that. I feel like they're coming towards you, and I feel like they're not coming towards you at the same time. I feel your person is, I've said this before, heavily manipulated on their side. Let's take a look at the hot spot here, okay? Because I feel the forward movement, but I feel resistance. I get resistance here. I get her in the air, but it's a whole little bit of fairyland. A little bit of wishing, more wishing than anything else. Because this is kind of a wish card. What's Cancer, the hot spot of the connection cycle? This bleeds on to everything. Yeah, 10 swords. Everybody's person's feeling the end of this. Everybody's person is changing. The energy around them is changing. Relationships are changing around your person. Everything. The way they look at the world is changing. All of it. 10's reset to an ace, a new beginning. Somebody here is afraid that too much time has passed. There's birds in the air. That's all I'm really drawn to here. Birds in the air. Somebody's nervous to speak up, but they are coming in. There is resistance to it. They're getting in their own way a little bit. How they feel about you, all of you so far, how the person feels in taking what I'm asking the universe here for this reading, their wish fulfilled. They all want to come towards you. They all are coming towards you, In the Cancer position, we see that they feel it might be over. It might be too late. And none of your people want that to be the case. All right? We say that all the time. Okay, let's go. Leo. Toxin. Any toxin here? Oh. Leo. I can't tell you apart from your soulmate, so I say somebody. But it's the incoming energy. It's that energy I've been reading on. This time for sure is what I get off of it. This time for sure. Someone doesn't want you to get away. She walking toward the 9 of Cups. Again, I have a situation here where I've got 3 energies fused. I've got Gemini, Cancer, and Leo fused together. You're all connected. You're all part of it, but this is a block of energy, right? Like on the radio, sometimes they do a rock block where it's 3 songs from the same band, right, back to back. That's what this is. This is a rock block. It's kind of a rock block of Def Leppard right here. It's kind of what it is a little bit. It's a little bit of pour some sugar on me and a little pinch of I don't know. I want to know what love is. Oh, isn't that Foreigner? Wait, that's Foreigner. I got 2 bands mixed up. Oh, whatever. Who cares? I don't know. It's something like that. It's some kind of energy like that. We got 9 to a 10 and then back to an 8. So anyway, Leo, I love it when I get bands mixed up. They all sound the same after a while, don't they? 8 of Cups. Somebody wants it this time for sure. Somebody's walking away from the toxin, the 8 broken cups. I think based on a reading I pulled for you recently, if I was to clarify that, I would see the other side, that toxin trying to talk your person back. But somebody has turned their back on the toxin that's on the 8 broken cups that's been around them. Okay? All right, there we go. I'll try not to get my rock bands mixed up going forward. I always did get those 2 bands mixed up for some reason. Virgo. Queen of Pentacles. Plus, it's early here. Cut me some slack. It's 7:30 in the morning. All right, Queen of Pentacles. Virgo. Virgo, you're the shit. Okay? If I could clarify that, I'd probably get the usual shit I get for you, which is 8 swords falling on top of it or something, and I tell you to stay out of your own way. The energy around you is incredible. It's mind-blowing. You're on the verge of a whole new beginning. I don't even have... This is how your person's thinking and feeling about you. This is how they see you. As the Queen of Pentacles. As the shit. As somebody who's not coming toward them. Somebody they could have had who would have been better than what they got. It could be along those lines. Either way, it's beautiful energy. But the energy... This is you. They're seeing you correctly. Alright? The energy around you is that. Have a little faith in it. Just like this girl needs a little faith to jump in the water. All right, an easy way for you at home to read these readings is these aren't clarifiers, but the positions do matter where these cards fall. So these cards can be read together, etc., etc. So anyway, a lot of forward movement here on Leo and Virgo. As always, you're the shit. You really are. That's nice energy. And it's nice that people see you as this. Use that. Use that. If people are going to view you as this, whether you believe you are the Queen of Pentacles or not, make sure you just have a little faith in it. You could use that energy to get really far ahead. Bang some better people. I don't know. Get better job. I don't know. Libra. 9 of Swords. Well, again, I said these aren't clarifiers, but the positions matter. Look, again, it's this. Somebody's coming towards you. Yes. They're already in the air. You're their wish fulfilled. Okay, fine. All the energy applies, but they're nervous about talking to you. That's all. They're worried about what they're going to say. They're probably overthinking this. They're overthinking. I got birds in the air. Multiple birds in the air is about communication. headed your way, but it's from someone who's a bit Seven of Cups, a bit frazzled, right? It could be in the Three of Swords energy too. She looked pretty sad to me. All right, so expect how somebody feels about you is they want to talk to you, but they're worried about it. All right, Scorpio, my hot Scorpios. King of Wands. Somebody's puffing themselves up to come towards you. That person I talk about all the time, where I say you must be hot, right? How they feel is that in order to come and get you, they need to be better. They're trying to make themselves Joe or Jane cool, you know, kind of a thing along those lines. The King of Wands makes you believe anything's possible, yes, but they also are really good at convincing themselves of things. Okay, that's ego, right? Ego is negative energy. It feeds itself. You know, we can feed our own ego. People do it all the time. You know, you see people all the time who think they're the shit, and you're like, why does that person think they're so great? Right? Like that. They're just feeding their own ego. Somebody's puffing up to come towards you, but they are headed your way. I'm drawn to the lion. That's Leo energy. You know, you're not dealing with a Leo, but it is forward movement, right? Passionate forward movement at that. Okay, Sagittarius. Again, you must be scary. You must be hot or scary or both if somebody has to puff themselves up to come towards you. This could be your runner soulmate or somebody at work or something like that. But I think it's somebody who thinks they better get to stepping because it's probably getting a little late in the game here. All right, Sagittarius. 10 Cups. This is more a message for you, Sagittarius. You need to do a little daydreaming. And that's all I get off that. Is somebody might be daydreaming about you, right? Or somebody might be showing up. I often tell you that you're a little bit above, your vibration is higher than your runner soulmate. So to make sure you don't lower your vibration for them. Somebody here is in fantasy land that you two have something when in fact their energy needs to come up. Their vibration needs to rise. However, for you, there's an energy around this here of start daydreaming yourself into what you want. Give the universe daydreams give the universe ideas of what to give you, right? It's sort of like dropping hints of what you want for Christmas or for your birthday, right? People look for ideas. That's sort of what the universe is saying here. So if you are daydreaming, keep doing it, right? You're daydreaming your way right into 10 Cups. If you're not, go ahead, dream a little dream. You'll be all right. Somebody's certainly dreaming a little dream about you. Capricorn, just did an energy update for you the other day. There's the 7 of Pentacles. Yep, it's what I told you. Seeds that were, I'll put it this way, seeds that were planted are growing. Somebody here it really has given you a lot of thought. Somebody here is thinking about you right now. Right now, right this second. It's a safe bet. Probably 24/7, to be honest with you. It may seem like nothing's happening, but it is. Okay, the tree is growing, if you will. Somebody's coming towards you, and I've got them exactly what I told you the other day. I think they're coming towards you, but it might be a little bit disappointing. So make sure you pull whatever lessons out of this you can. All right, out of this situation. Because that's a message for you with the 7 of Pentacles there. I wish I could clarify that. 7 of Pentacles is a vague card, to say the least. I'm riffing on the energy for you. But it says it's pretty much, the energy around it is exactly what I got in that energy update I did for you, I think, yesterday. Aquarius. Ace of Cups. Somebody's just holding on to love for you. That's that. You know, your person in particular, Aquarius, I pulled a reading the other day where an Ace of Cups became toxic. This Ace of Cups is a little bit toxic. And it's a little bit toxic inside you as well. You're holding back a little too much. That keeps coming up in your readings. An urge for you to not hold back too much. Right? Don't be afraid to give love or whatever. It's one thing to kind of want to be by yourself for a little while, but it's another thing to not let the emotional energy flow. Make sure even within you let that emotion flow. Okay? Otherwise it will turn toxic. Now as for your incoming person, they're a primary example, and this applies to all of you because you're all connected. I pulled a reading yesterday about a toxic Ace of Cups, and that's it right there. All right? And that sucker wants to flow. It's starting to leak. But somebody here, in Aquarius's case, somebody here waited too long. And I feel that very strongly. This 10 of Swords is vibrating off this very strongly. And so is this King of Wands, which tells me they never told you how they felt. It is what it is. That's how the energy is sort of feedbacking off itself here for this. And within them, that's their problem, not yours. Make sure you, the energy within you, the emotion, and this applies to all of you, make sure you let it flow. Make sure you at least allow yourself to feel what you feel. Otherwise, you turn into the Burger King. You turn into exactly, you didn't learn anything from what your DM or what your runner, if it's not always the DM, but what your runner did, which is exactly this, which is why your person on the other side, pretty much all of you, including Aquarius, their energy within them, the emotion within them has become toxic. So pay attention. Aquarius should pay close attention to that reading I gave the other day, the random all signs reading. Pisces. We begin with forward movement here. And we've seen it stifled throughout, a lot of nervous people. Leo's person, man, I wish I could clarify that. They're on their way. That's it. I'm done with the toxin. I'm walking away. Yeah, that toxin's going to try and suck them back in. I can at least see that from the King of Wands that's bookending it. Let's see here. Where do we end? King of Pentacles. The energy is stabilizing, is what that's telling me. And in the case of Pisces, somebody here sees your value. Somebody here is still stuck on Pentacles a little bit, though. Somebody here is still overthinking. They're trying, and they're wasting time trying to come up with, trying to get themselves straight before they come towards you. That's a common theme in this soulmate cycle. I don't think it's enough to stop them because the energy is balancing. This is more of that placid energy that's around, right? It was around the Capricorn full moon, and it's coming out of the Capricorn full moon. So again, here, everybody's person. I wish I could clarify that. That's really wild energy. There's nothing really feedbacking off of it here. That's the thing. It's almost isolated. I could say, because you're often directly tied to Leo, that somebody is coming towards you to stabilize things, to fix something, because they see your value and balance things out. I don't really get any movement off it. What I'm mostly drawn to is this king kind of relaxed and this dog sort of resting with him, sort of a thing. Somebody's doing a whole lot of thinking here for sure. As the energy balances, I think it would bring them forward. I think if I clarified that, I'd see forward movement, because we started with forward movement. So the implication of it is there. That said, let's have the universe add this up. Let's go 3 cards and a bottom card. Add it all up for us. Add up the whole thing. Well, you can see from the cards on the table, you're everybody's wish fulfilled, happiness, all that kind of stuff. Worry about talking to you, still standing on the edge, but afraid it might be over. There's a lot of resistance to the forward movement, but a lot of feelings for you. Anybody, and a lot of that is implied. Like with this King of Wands here, if your person, and this applies to any of you, if your person has to puff themselves up to come towards you, or they're afraid of you for some reason, they're afraid to talk to you, that shows how much feeling they have for you. Because when we don't care about somebody, we don't care, right? We don't give a shit, do we? Right? If you didn't want the job, right? If you didn't want the job, you wouldn't dress up for the interview. You wouldn't give a shit. You'd show up in, I don't know, a pair of shorts and some flip-flops or something. You wouldn't give a shit. You wouldn't go to any effort for it. All your people are putting in a lot of at least mental effort here. Okay, there's a lot of emotional effort. And what's happening in most cases, as I said in yesterday's all sign reading, is this Ace of Cups is becoming toxic. All this love they're holding for you is becoming toxic. It's turning into devil energy. It's still water, which is poisoned. You shouldn't drink it. As I said in that reading, it's very clear. We need to see some movement in the weekly reading. I think we will. I wish I could clarify that. I'm sorry, Leo. I don't mean to laugh at your person. I like your person. I've told you that 1,000 times. They've been here before. All right? And I don't like that it's moving slow. And it's a whole lot of fantasy land on the other side of them. Chasing rainbows is not, you want to chase things that are tactile, things that are solid. Let's see where we go. Give me 3 cards and a bottom card. Add this up for me, universe. See, there's that resistance. The bottom card is the 9 of Wands, right? It's the end of it, though. We can see the sun cracking through, right? But everybody here, again, this is why the Ace of Cups is becoming toxic. It's why, because we got to take that wall down. And it's right on the edge. Nines are the end in tarot. We're ready to go here. In fact, when Cancer, the hot spot of the connection, gets a 10 of swords, all of your people are in a lot of pain here. And definitely pain with a toxic ace of cups that's been sitting. It's still water. It's all full of bacteria and shit like that, and worry and all the shit that they've pumped into it. What started out as a wish fulfilled, as a beautiful chance for someone to escape toxin on their side, which all your people have, either with someone or the way they were living, has turned into someone puffing themselves up, doing nothing, changing their mind, all that kind of stuff. It's the craziest soulmate cycle that's ever happened. It really is. It's of all the ones I've studied, usually this Nine of Wands is long gone by now. Okay, so this is crossing the center card I'm going to pull. What is it? That's the Ace of Wands. Adding all this up, the Hermit. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. And the last card out is the Eight of Wands. There is communication coming. There's forward movement trying to happen here. All your people, what is your person thinking and feeling about you right now? Okay. There's a resistance to what they truly feel. The Hermit card represents the soul energy, inner wisdom. All of you are old souls, if you're part of the cycle, including your runner. Life has caused them to shut down access to the soul. They're living against their soul's true purpose. There's a resistance to what they feel, causing a toxic Ace of Cups. There's an Ace of Wands trying to happen. They all see, what they're afraid of is the unknown. They all see a new beginning with you, and a passionate one at that. One that would be, again, I got two cards of passion here. I got two sets of wands. These are red, center, left, right. So these two are red together. For all of you, they want to talk to you and they want a new beginning with you. There's just this last little bit of resistance to it. And it's a 9. It keeps coming up as this. And that's important to understand, that we're getting to the end here. And this is very important too. This 10 swords. This resets to an ace. It doesn't matter what suit it is. It resets to an ace. Most of the time in recent readings, it's been resetting to a fool. Somebody coming towards you in major arcana way, just taking that leap. And I do see that. I do still, and the universe does too, but it gave it to me in minor arcana. There's forward movement here, but it's minor arcana, so it's really, really heavily dependent upon your person's free will. And what the problem is this nonsense. Okay, we need to let this energy flow. Once that happens, we have a new beginning, and you hear from somebody, and very quickly. And we know that from yesterday's reading, which ended with 2 towers. Things happen fast when they happen. Right now, I feel I think this card sums it up. I think we're right on the edge. I think it's right there. We'll see what happens in tomorrow's weekly reading. It'll be the week of the 17th through the 22nd, right? Or 23rd, 17th through the 23rd. It's going to be something, because we've got Venus helping Mercury out. Mercury, the planet of communication, in the hot spot. Once Venus gets there, it's sort of an energy of the emotions come in. It's one thing to tell yourself you don't want to reach out or you don't want to tell someone how you feel. It's another thing when those feelings are being shoved in your face. And that's kind of where we're headed here in this coming week. And with the Leo energy toward the end of the week, that is passionate forward movement, which is exactly what the reading ended with. Passionate, fast, forward movement. See? It's all right there. It all ties together. That's your Friday reading. That's where we're at with what your person's thinking and feeling. The end result is a lot of resistance to what they feel, to the connection itself. But that resistance is coming to an end. And we could see the sun through that flimsy wall. It's right back there. All right? They just need to turn their ass around. That's all. That's all they need to do. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I like this. The reading is helpful to me, so I hope it's helpful to you as well. Tomorrow in the weekly reading, we find out what actions your person's going to take based on this energy. Okay, so this energy bleeds in, and tomorrow we do the same thing and we clarify each position. Some of these here today I wished I could have clarified, but I stick to the rules. If I clarify one, everybody's going to want it, and then this is just a weekly reading. And that's a lot of energy for me to take in. I can only do one of those a week. That said, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. And I will try not to get Def Leppard and whoever I said, Poison or Foreigner or whatever, mixed up in the future. I apologize. All right. Good luck.